everyone, it's Professor Maggie. Today I want to talk a little bit about existential therapy, our topic for this week. Last week we talked about psychoanalytic therapy. This week it's existential therapy. Let's start by talking just a little bit about some differences between the two. If we look at psychoanalytic theory, they had pretty clear rules about how to do therapy, how people change and grow, and they also had techniques including free association, interpretation, and dream work are some of the techniques. Well, let's take a look at existential therapy. Existential therapy is more of an attitude. There's no rules of therapy. It's more of an attitude, and it's a philosophical approach to doing therapy, and there's no techniques at all. They have no techniques for existential. So you can see a little bit of the difference between the two. That doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It just means that's how they are. Another thing I want to tell you about is a book I highly recommend. It's called The Gift of Therapy, an open letter to a new generation of therapists and their patients. That's you, a new therapist. And I recommend this, written by Irvin Yalom, who is one of our existential theorists that we talk about in the Corey text, but I recommend it because it has some really good nuggets for new therapists to help them get started and do a good job in their therapy, and I know that's what you all want to do. And a couple of things that they have there, he writes about are self-disclosure. Self-disclosure is something that some therapists agree with, others do not. But self-disclosure can be a good thing, according to Irvin Yalom, if it's done for the benefit of the client. It's not done for the benefit of the therapist, but done for the benefit of the client. Another thing he talks about is the here and now, being in the here and now during therapy. We hear a lot about mindfulness lately, and that's the idea of being mindful when you're in the therapy room. So you are talking about the feelings that are happening right now in the room. A lot of times we talk about things that happened in the past or things that might happen in the future. We focus on the past and the future, but the here and now is talking about feelings and thoughts and impressions that you have right now. And one of them might be even the relationship between the therapist and the client. You may check in with your client. Gee, I'm just curious, how do you think our relationship is going here? What are your thoughts on that? So you keep it in the here and now. Existential therapy, a great theory. Great ideas in there that I think anyone can integrate into their therapy sessions. Thanks a lot for listening, and as ever, if you have any questions, comments, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you.